Hey beloved, welcome back to the channel. My name is Sally if you're new here, and I'm so glad you found me. Thank you for joining me on my corner of the internet. Well, it's been a minute, I know. Work. Actually got a 9 to 5, so been busy doing that. I think that's the only update I have. No, it's not. Because, I have to stand up for this one. I got merch. Look. See? Can you see? Okay, let me move behind a bit. See? Got new merch. Yay. No, it's my YouTube is not sponsored, but it should be. I'm so happy. My new baby's out. So I got new merch. I'm a apparel, KE, 611. The Instagram link is in the description box below. I would highly appreciate that you go to the Instagram and purchase an item, the custom made tees there. Right now I have tees, but a lot more will be coming in. But yes, they're custom made tees there, and the ones on the shelf. Right, if you need me to custom make you anything, just DM me on Instagram, right? When you're over there on IG, how about you just also go to my my Instagram and my Facebooks and subscribe to these channels and follow me and all that jazz. Yeah, it's so good to be doing this again. I'm life is has a way of teaching you things that you didn't think that you'd want to learn. Yeah, but that's why we call life. Anyway, I'm rambling. We move on to this episode. Is it called an episode? Yes. Today, we are talking about this pandemic that people are not talking about. No, I'm not talking about COVID, and I'm not talking about Omicron. Marion. Anyway, no. So, I've noticed, and a couple of my friends have noticed, and we've been talking about this way too much than we'd like to admit. But we've noticed that youth above 30 years old are more and more deciding to not get married. And if they are married, they decide to call it quits. And usually happens around the 2 year mark. Like when you get to 2 years, then that's when they say, nope, the same for me. Deuces. Why though? What? Why? Why, guys? What's happening? Like, I asked a couple of people because I'm hella nosy. I just asked a couple of people who are in my circles and in my workplace and acquaintances and everybody who's above 30 if they want to get married, and the answer is no. They want a partner, but they don't want to get married. And I'm like, what does that mean? It means that they want to be with someone. They want to have a someone but not be tied down to that someone. Like, I guess it's just for sex, my opinion. It's just for sex and emotional, what do you call it? To have someone who you can be emotionally in touch with, like, or to release your emotional garbage to. You know, it's so nice to have, at the end of the day, someone who you can talk to and share your thoughts and share your goals and dreams and etc., but not want to be tied down to having this person be your husband and wife, which doesn't make sense to me. Like, a lot of the times, and I think people are getting divorced so early on the marriage is because they went in the first place with the wrong assumption or the wrong idea about what marriage is. And who do you blame on that? Do you blame themselves, or environment, or the church, or your parents? Like, what happens? What do people do when you're dating? Do you have these conversations? Are you friends? Someone told me this. A lot of people are getting divorced because they're not friends with their partners or the person that they thought they were partners with. And then they end up being in this relationship, and then they're wondering, who is this person? They don't know this person. The friendship was never there to begin with. So you entered this relationship with something. Maybe you wanted sex, or maybe this guy was rich, or maybe she looks good, or maybe something. And then when the lust or the infatuation or the honeymoon phase is over, then you're stuck with the reality and you realize, I don't want this. And a lot of millennials are having to do that. Millennials, everyone who's in their 30s right now. Because now people who are late 20s, mid 20s love the idea of getting married, but are scared of getting married because of the very thing. They don't want to end up with someone they don't love or someone that's not for them. But how do you know for sure that this person is for you if you don't have the conversation? If you guys are not talking about, what are you people talking about when you guys are dating? Like the things that make or break you. Like, what are your goals? What are your desires? How do you want to raise children? What happens if I earn more money than you do? Are you okay being the sole breadwinner of this household? Do you want kids? How many kids do you want? What happens if you don't want kids? What happens if I can't make the money that you want me to make? What happens if I don't go to your church? What happens if my family is toxic? You guys, what do you guys talk about when you are dating? I think that's such an important stage. I think that's why it's called dating for a reason. Or courtship. Or whatever you people call it. Me, I've said this several times. Dating is going out to a restaurant and eat and then getting to know about each other. And then courtship is intentionally getting to know each other with the purpose of marriage. That's what I think courtship is. So when you're courting or dating, or when you're confusing the two, what are you guys talking about? I think I've asked this question way too many times. Comment down below and tell me. Excuse me, wow. I had a cold, so if my voice is a bit, yeah. But that's not the point, Sally. I digress. Yes, comment down below and tell me, when you people are courting or dating, what do people talk about? Or what are some of the things that people are supposed to talk about during that stage? Because this panoramic that's happening of people just divorcing left, right, and center is, no, man. No, no. It's giving a lot of people are losing hope. Because you find you probably are the only Jesus that people see. So when you're, and this is to those people who are out there and who maybe are public figures, or even not. You could be a public figure in your church. It's just not the entire world that sees you. I mean, church leadership, or with some sort of leadership, or some sort of elevated role in some place, and someone is looking at you and looking at your marriage and wants to be like that because they see something that they aspire to be, and then you turn around and break up. No pressure though, but pressure. I'm not saying that for anything or to start something, no. I'm just saying, if you're someone who is looking to be in a relationship and looking to get married sometime in the future with somebody, how's about you be authentic to yourself and actually ask yourself a lot of questions, hard ones. And when you get the person that you feel is the right person for you, how's about you ask them those very same hard questions and be on the same page? Because love alone cannot sustain a relationship. Friendship does. So if you're not friends with your partner, then why are you in a relationship in the first place? Makes sense? But I want to hear your thoughts. Comment down below and tell me what you guys think. As earlier stated, subscribe and hit the notification bell to be notified of any videos that I upload. I'm really trying to be consistent. So I would really appreciate that you hit the subscribe button. I'm still on the road to 1,000 subscribers. And again, merch is out, so I'd really appreciate. Yeah, there we go. I had to stand and show you merch. There are a lot more designs on the Instagram page, so I'd appreciate that you go and just take a look at anything you like, and yeah, make a purchase and share it with people you know that they look, or buy it for someone, and share it. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one, right? Stay blessed.